Hey, Justin here. I'm super excited to talk to you today about mindset. The year 2020 is the most transitional year in humanity's history as we know it. This year is the year that we transition from the code of division and separation from ourselves, from humanity, and from all things into the code of unity, the code of love, the code of abundance that comes from the heart space. For so long, we've been living in the code of division. And soon I'll show you a slide from one of my recent presentations that helps you see where we are in this transition and how things have played out until this moment right here, right now. And the beauty and interesting part about 2020 is that the division code is still playing out. We see the fear, the frustration, the separation, the violence, the continued energies that stress us and make us wonder what it's all about. While at the same time, the new code, the code of love, unity, and abundance, appreciation and gratitude for all things, is also playing out. And we just need to make a decision to begin to operate in that unity code and to love all things and to see all things as versions of ourself. All is self. And that is when you can start to manifest whatever you've ever dreamed for very easily. And that's the beauty of this new unity code. Now, let me share my screen and make sure that you can see this here. So, as you can see from this diagram, it helps you understand in this incarnation what we were born into and in previous incarnations here on Earth. For a very, very long time, we've been in the dark ages, or what others have called the world of materialism, where we have had much of the energy here has been about separating ourselves from what we see in the reality and looking at things as being scarce and unavailable. And so we need to operate in a way that focuses on ourselves and what we need and how we can gain those things. And really, this was just a part of our experience here, was to be in that lower frequency and to develop the soil and develop the things that we would need as we move on in this awakening and in this ascension process, as we cross over, hence the crucifixion upon the cross, right? You've seen this in scripture and other stories, and this has nothing to do with religion whatsoever. This has everything to do with you and the process of ascension. Many of the stories in scriptures and in various religions were basically trying to materialize or externalize the real story, which is a story of what's going on within you. And we're crossing over into the age of Aquarius here on Earth, into heaven on Earth. And that's because this unity code is playing out. And as we raise our frequency and decide that we're going to begin to play that new code, as opposed to continuing to play the division code and the separation code and the code of scarcity, we're going to begin run the code of love that comes from the heart space. And we want to set the mind on the heart. That's what this is all about, making this transition. And one of the reasons that we want to do that, as it relates to business and even in our personal lives, is that once you step into the unity code from the heart, where all things are possible and unlimited, then you can manifest whatever it is that you've ever dreamed about in that code, because you're resonating in the code of love and compassion and looking for the opportunities to improve relationships with yourself, which is everything is a reflection of yourself. So the moment that we decide, we choose to step into the unity code. All things are possible for you and within you. And that's what's happening here. You see the word Christ returns on here. And that has nothing to do with a man named Jesus Christ returning here on earth. That is just an abomination of what the story really is. And that story is the Christ within you, just like Jesus found the Christ within himself, to realize that everything you need is in the heart space. It always has been. It's just that we wanted to experience the code of division and separation and scarcity, because we knew it would be important for us to prepare ourselves for heaven on earth, knowing what darkness truly looks like. But you no longer need to continue to operate in the code of darkness. The code of light is here in the heart space. And so we want to continue to set our minds on the heart and let the heart lead everything that we do in our lives. And when we do that, all things will be well with you, and you will be able to manifest whatever you want in this reality now and forever.